Hello and welcome. Today we are talking about the next page of chord studies in the Mel Bay Modern Guitar Method book, grade 1. What you just heard me play was the bottom floor. So we're in 3 here. What we're doing is we're outlining the chord and then we are playing that chord. So we're already super familiar with this, C, E, and G. So we outline that triad. And then we're going to strum it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, go. And you'll notice that I'm keeping, even though I'm not playing it, I am keeping that C planted, just as if I would be playing the actual chord. The full chord, excuse me. And you notice that what that does is that allows me to pivot really smoothly into that F triad. Because that C is already there, all I have to do is move these 2 fingers down from C and E to F and A. C, G7, B in the bass, that's B, F, and G. And notice again what's happening with the fingers. We're coming from C with these 2 fingers, and these 2 fingers are switching spaces. Back at C, going into F again. Here's our cadence. C, F, C with an E, to our lower C, just C, E, and G. So the next piece on the page is the chord walk. With this one, I like to take this one at a much more walking tempo, so don't feel like we need to rush this one at all. We start on the C chord with the E in the bass. And you'll notice that for these 2 measures, I really just try to keep that C chord down the whole time. Then we go into our F, and you see how I kind of slide myself into that. So just making sure that we have that movement practiced. that next piece that I just played was May Song, the next one on the page. Especially with these long pieces with the longer duration, I always say this, these can be the hardest ones for me, because if you hit like a dead note or something like that, it's kind of easy to, we're just sitting there, excuse me, we're just going to sit there. But one thing that I find interesting kind of about phrasing here is when we have those longer tones, we have those, the more full chords. Here we're playing a 4-note C chord. I have the whole thing down just in case if I play that extra C, it still sounds okay. And then we have movement. Resolving here. 3 big chords. Outlining that C triad again though. There's C, E, and G. So F, triad, C, and seeing how those things resolve. And so the last piece on the page is our first little exercise that has 8 notes in it as well, with our chord studies. So that's kind of interesting. And really what we're doing is we're playing the chord, and now we're outlining the chord. So it's kind of the opposite of what we were doing before. And this is another great rhythm for you to be able to get into. As far as coming up with your own little accompaniment lines, of course that was just something that I just quickly like made up a little bit, but it's just C to F, C to G kind of ideas, just going back and forth, and you can come up with those little ideas yourself. So take those pieces and have fun with them. Again, they're not like the repertoire-esque pieces. So these are pieces that you can start trying to mix and match some of the chords in them. You can start messing around with them and doing some of your own things. So have happy experimenting with that stuff. If you like the video, feel free to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to support what's going on here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks.